Ooh, seagulls. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Disco Elysium. Last time, I got a cool hat. That's about it. Let's take a look at our journal. I need to find the traffic hooligan at some point. I need to prove my authority to Titus Hardy. I don't wanna. Run the number in the victim's armor. I don't think... That was Monday. Today's Tuesday, so I can't... I need to call her back in a day. Close the water lock on Wednesday. That's the next day. Oh my god, I need to find money for rent. And today, after 9, I'll have to go get the guy I'm a dude. I also... I did take a quick look at some things to figure out what hell it is I should be doing. And I didn't really cheat. I definitely just needed to get some guidance. So I have gotten an idea, and it has to do with the race enigma. Talk to someone rich. That helps me. So not. Thank you. My problem is I filled my head with other shit. And I can't really just forget it. So I have to unlock it with a skill point. Or, I don't know, something. Can I get I can't get rid of anything in here, right? Like, I can't forget a thing. So that kind of screws me up. Yeah, imagine being rich. What kind of fucko does that? Holy cow. I think actually what I'm gonna do, because I don't really like being over here, we're gonna put myself back here. There, I'm not in the way anymore. Okay. Did I talk to everyone at the bar? I believe so. Let me check. It's one of the things I can do. Okay. I usually talk to everybody, so I'd be surprised if I didn't. I don't want to talk to her. Can I talk to you? It's all about money, no fucking shit, Sherlock.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
Oh. She seems glad to see you. So your husband is some kind of scientist?
Oh, yes. A zoologist. A cryptozoologist,
Ooh, crypto.
to be more precise.
What is cryptozoology?
It's a pseudoscience that attempts to legitimize research into mythological beasts and urban legends.
The lieutenant sounds unimpressed. Kim, you are no fun.
That's one opinion, yes. And people are entitled to their opinions.
She's used to playing off such insults casually, but they still...
Fuck you, Kim. Why are you being such a dick?
My apologies, ma'am. I did not mean to undermine your hobby.
It's not a hobby, dear. It's a subfield of zoology, one specializing in animal species that are so exceedingly rare that many assume them to be extinct or even fictitious.
Did you know I'm married to a Sasquatch?
Searching for such species called cryptids is difficult and often thankless, and frankly, many scientists are too lazy to do it. Universities these days are rarely interested in supporting real research.
Oh, baby. Maybe you could convince her to tell you about some cool cryptids. Just jealous of Mothman's perfect butt, you know it. I'm definitely doing this.
You're an enthusiastic idiot, but you're still an idiot.
83%! I had 83% success, and I still failed! I hate this fucking game! I hate this game!
We don't have time for cryptozoology 101.
Ah!
Let's get back to work, shall we?
I'm so mad right now.
Oh, sweetie, it's fascinating. But I shouldn't bore you with entomological minutiae.
The lieutenant gives you a sideways glance.
No, I want to hear about the insect.
Well, it's a phasmid,
A stick?
but
Ah yes, Phasmatodea, a diverse
I-
group of insects
Tick,
whose
I
bodies
don't
resemble
know.
twigs, leaves, that sort of thing.
Tick, I have
Most
no
insects
idea why I
look
keep
weird.
failing all my checks. It's embarrassing. I hate it. Oh God, I need to be on top of the time. There you go.
Oh yeah. Here comes the interesting.
where other phasmids imitate sticks or leaves, this one's a living reed. It disguises itself among the reeds here on the Insulindian coast. Hence its name, the Insulindian phasmid. Perhaps you'll end up co-discovering the phasmid with us, officers.
She looks in the eye and nods thoughtfully.
I knew it. We're gonna be chasing made-up insects with cryptozoologists.
It's not made up, officer. I can assure you. It's simply elusive, so much so that most establishment zoologists doubt it exists at all.
Oh, so I got 4 choices. What makes you think the plasmid's around here? So is it dangerous? Is it valuable? Does it have cool powers? Is it valuable? I need money.
I doubt it. No one gets into cryptozoology for the money,
Does it have
sweetie.
cool powers?
Yes, it can blend in almost perfectly among the reeds. It's how it stayed hidden all these years. Centuries, even.
Is it dangerous?
Not at all. Why else would it hide itself so carefully?
Okay, what's so special about it?
Oh dear. I'm afraid I'm not explaining this very well. It is very special.
The woman's face flushes with embarrassment.
Morel can explain it all much better. I wish you could hear him describe it. Then you'd understand.
I'm annoyed! Today's menus start in a man's handwriting. Who fucking cares? That's weird. I'll check next
The
time.
man
I'm just
ponders
pissed
his
off. It's not fair.
You see a heavy steel door with you immediately feel
I know. I'm not touching the fucking door. I'll die. Again! Oh my god, so... Alright, let's leave. Huh, okay, I want to... go this way. Fuck you, Kuno.
the man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants
Ah!
and white boots. His skin is marbled with decaying veins and blotched by lividity. On his chest, a fading web of tattoos. The cargo belt used to hang him from the tree looks reinforced.
Ooh, this is released again. I talked to him in my dream. Tell me who you are, dead man. 72%. Let's roll it. Yes! Okay. Where have you gone?
Into the wild pale yonder.
Where is that?
In the past. Way out in the west.
I can see you're gone, but who are you?
I'm a joke. Look at me.
There's nothing funny about you.
There is nothing funny about jokes either.
Who were you when you were alive?
A killer. A motherfucker. And a killer.
Okay. I have another question for you.
Go ahead.
What's happening?
What do you mean?
I'm talking to you.
It's the power of your
Blech.
imagination. Go ahead. Ask me more questions. You fucking love questions.
Why do I love questions so much?
Because you're a copperoonie. Look at all of them go. Do you want
I'm
more
enjoying
questions?
this. Give me a comical amount of questions.
Coming right up, copperoonie Rooney. This is getting upbeat now.
Why do I feel like I've forgotten something terrible?
Because you have.
Oh, is my name Rooney?
Fuck no. You're no Rooney.
Of course not. The name is Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Listen to yourself. You're not a Raphael anything. You're probably just Harry or something. That's right. Harry.
Ah. I feel like I've been getting a lot of Harry lately. Or, no, it can't be Harry. I refuse. Or, could I really be Harry?
You might be onto something there.
Huh. Who killed you?
Love did me in, Provocopo. It was love all along.
Can you ask me a question?
Sure, Lobo. I can ask you a question. Why are you doing this?
What?
Looking at my face, motionless. Looking into my eyes. Standing here. Why are you investigating my murder?
I don't have anything else to do. This case is all I have. Because he told me to. Nod towards Kim. Or maybe this will lead to something. Something indescribable. Unforeseen. Miraculous? Which one should I pick? This is interesting. Because he told me to.
You're a lying sack of shit, Copo. You're doing this because there is nothing else to do. Everything else is over. It's just me now.
I hate you. You stink and you're boring.
Do I remind you of someone?
Wow!
A child born with Muller's disease, harlequinism, grown up miraculously.
Myself in the bathroom mirror.
There you go. Look at that bright kid. We're birds of a feather, you and I. Soon you will be just like me. Just keep drinking and having a good time. It's a matter of weeks.
Feeling nausea, vomiting, tenderness or pain around the liver area, tiny red lines on the skin above waist level, more like days, Coppo. The clock is ticking. Your liver tells you so.
Enough.
Come back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams. Of course, you have come back.
Neat.
The man
Can I
before
not?
you is naked.
Okay, never mind.
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
Yeah, okay. Let's go back and I want to see. Do you think I could try it again? I can hear the cat yowling. Quick save. And also, where are my clothes? Take my shoes off. Alright, cool. I'm a hobo again. Fuck yeah. He always wants to disco. I want a disco. I love disco.
A tarpaulin cloak is still caught on the railing. No
Fuck!
one has claimed it for their own.
Okay. I've got to do something. Like... What the hell can I do? Let me look at my journal. Can't do measurehead, obviously. Can't do the backyard wall. Can't do the warded door. Can't do Joyce. Can't do Kuno. Rhetoric. Challenging. I can try the map wall and I can try ceiling. Rhetoric and interfacing. Okay, rhetoric and interfacing. Okay. I can definitely up my rhetoric. Does it say under find money? I need to find 20 bucks. So I'm working on it. Okay, can I? So I can. My body. I need my bag. Yay. Then I have that's up intellect, up inland empire, up empathy, 2 minus authority. What I want is... Oh, I gotta get rid of whatever's cramping my logic. Yeah, get out of here. +1 to logic, -1 to authority, that's fine. Map. Rhetoric. And interfacing. Let's go back to ceiling and see if we can't do anything there. Hey, ass white.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Wow, this sucks. Fuck it.
No need to dress this one up.
Oh, okay. But why, officer?
Because I want you to bribe me. I'm a police officer, remember? That's what you're supposed to do around here.
But officer, Bribe you to do what?
I don't think you really understand how bribes work, detective.
Sorry, detective. You keep coming back.
You find your
Economical, but also
hands deep in tattered and
economical. The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% sporty and practical, officer. Good choice.
I want the frog hat. Fuck you. Did I actually minus my goddamn rhetoric by wearing that hat? God, idiot! Listen, I'm gonna be a fucking hobo. Let's see. Oh god. Interfacing. Anything for interfacing? Put my fucking shoes back on right now. Interfacing. Not really. Okay. I'm just me. I'm just walking around, literally fucking about.
just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here. Yeah. Why?
Why must we stop?
I just wanted to give it a shot. I'm fucking... I feel like my problem is I put all my fucking points and did the wrong things. Like, I should have done the race stuff, which would have fucking helped. I've done all my rummaging, there's no bottles anywhere. I wonder if I've actually screwed myself.
There. Working class drunk. You know what this means, right?
Case solved.
Cracked it. All in a good day's work.
Wait, what did I crack exactly?
What do you mean, what did I crack? Look at how working class that drunk is.
It's her missing husband.
Yes, and you found him. Now go and tell the working class woman.
Oh no!
Didn't she repeatedly tell you her husband isn't missing though?
Yeah,
There's
sure.
no need for champagne when there's honor.
Hey, working class woman! I found your drunk ass husband who is totally missing! Because why the fuck not at this point? She's still searching for a book, her eyes wandering over the colorful grid. Protect and serve, madam! I found your husband!
God damn it, I already told you. My husband isn't missing.
Well, I found him, nevertheless, I'm that good.
Very well then. Where is he?
There! Points to the working class drunk down near the sea.
Excuse me? I don't follow.
I found a working class drunk and I thought he might be yours.
Right, 'cause working class women come with alcoholic husbands. You know what?
I'm not saying what.
You were right. I do have an alcoholic husband. Although not that one.
Ah, blam. Knew it.
But you told me your husband's alright.
I did, and he is. He's also an alcoholic.
So he's missing as well?
No, he's not. Or maybe he is, I don't know. He's probably in the park or in Shamrock somewhere, drinking with his friends.
She looks away.
I haven't seen him for... Well, to hell with him.
Kim, is it just me or do we have a missing persons case?
I wouldn't be so sure.
He replies before turning the face of a working class woman.
Ma'am, just to be completely clear, do you want to report it to the police?
Report what? He's just out drinking with his friends. I'm sure the police has better things to do than to chase down local goofballs.
Fuck yeah! I'm taking the case!
She sighs, but you can detect a slight hint of gratitude and relief from her
I
face.
am so smart.
All right, go ahead. Do you have any questions?
Yeah, what does your husband look like?
Honestly, not that different from you.
So let me guess, he's disco? Like a late-stage alcoholic, then. Right, we're dealing with a cop. What do you mean by that?
Well, he's slightly chubby.
Hey! I see, what else?
What else? He was wearing a dark brown leather jacket with a bright blue inner lining. The lining is hand-sewn. I made it myself.
She sighs, her voice slightly quivering when she adds.
It's his cool jacket. God knows it's too cold to run around in this, but he refuses to change.
Who cares about the cold when you have your cool jacket to wear?
Damn right.
You can completely sympathize.
I even tried throwing it away once, but he just dug it out of the bin. Can you believe it?
She looks back at you, shaking her head. Well, if that jacket is really that cool, I can totally understand.
Well, what can you do? I hope that at least that extra lining helps him keep warm at night. I wouldn't like him to catch cold.
When did you last see him?
Yesterday morning, he went to the library. He went to retrieve my book, and he promised he'd walk straight back home. Because we talked about this. We talked about not wandering off again. I don't know what to do. I honestly don't know what to do with his addiction. Just makes me feel weak.
Gone for around 36 hours then. Damn, this is a missing persons case. She turns away from you in an attempt to recover.
I think I got it. Thanks.
So you are going to look for him?
She genuinely wants you to now. Don't make her ask.
Yeah, I'll bring him back home.
Thank you. Please do. Even though I'm sure he will return home by himself. I'm still sure of that.
I'm sure he will too. When he does, would you let Precinct 57, Kim Kitsuragi, know?
He gives her a slip of paper.
I will. Of course, officer. As I said, it's probably nothing.
It's a phone number.
Her hands move over the book covers. The tips of her fingers look rough, stained with yellow. It seems like she has spent a lot of time at work, smoking. An array of neurons fire up with joy. Bum her a cigarette,
Nah.
lest it turn to pain.
No. Okay, well, cool. Now I've got a missing persons case. Drinking somewhere with his buddies. Where is the bar? Is there an actual bar? Or is it the fucking... I don't know. So, I have to wait till Wednesday in order to actually get down here at all, because I can't do shit. If I wanted to try and do that. Why can I not go up? This fucking lady driver is driving me nuts! Hey, you racist piece of shit.
Looking for something, Aunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again? It's about not the most popular topic nowadays with the coil. I'm not the only one. Look, I've read books. The science of people who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So, lately we Occidentals have experienced an unfortunate downturn when members of the superior race cease to believe in their innate superiority. They stop competing for resources. The problem? The damn kips are showing a real good game lately. Same with the mosquitoes. And the other introduced species too. They're on the precipice of cultural...
I hate
It's
this
what
guy.
The kips of bistro. Also, you need to realize the dangers.
I'd rather talk about
Go
something
right
else.
ahead.
Lieutenant Kitsura, not a lot of moral fiber on this one yet.
Okay. See if this guy has anything new.
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you? Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder.
It's actually very fun and easy.
I don't believe you. Post L'Aventurier said the same thing. They tried to get me to be their postman. So fun, so easy, they said. It's just walking. It wasn't. I'm doing much better here at the harbor. Being an honest union man with a lot of free time on his hands.
He doesn't have the stamina to deliver mail on these tough streets. But you do. Maybe if this cop thing doesn't...
Maybe if this cop thing doesn't work out.
Murder, huh? That's probably not. Murder, huh? That's okay.
Fuck it. If I have to kill time, then I'm gonna do something real fucking stupid. First, we're gonna get naked. Hell yeah. Alright. I want... not esprit de corps. Reaction speed. Physical instrument. Endurance. Perception. Reaction speed. Wait. Perception. Actually, if I go... No, that's not good. I don't want any fucking pants. Yeah, fuck this shit. I'm going in like this.
The unpromising race pupil returns.
The answer to life, the universe, and everything is 42. I'm gonna go over the race classification
There is
first.
nothing funky about it. Those are a receding genetic pool has led them out. The Vespertine, the other law of overproduction, as proven by the the Areopagites, the indigenous, the Areopagites, the latter.
I just wanted to see...
Capable of more. Tips, the F are, it would be cruel. Type B.
The Koikos of Grad, Yugo, Zimsk, Chest et al. are what you would call white, officer, in a suspect description.
Oh. You said Koikos. I've been trained to identify them as white in official descriptions.
Yes. To an
I want to see
untrained
if I get
eye,
any bonuses
Koiko
from
appear
this.
white and pinkish, like a hands-on witch. But look into their eyes and you will see. They are of an indistinct
And Tick,
color,
you can
their
help
skin.
me. I have no idea what I'm doing, so
muddy,
I don't mind if
ashen.
you give me a hint or two.
Pinkness is a racial quality that has to be earned through centuries of advanced ballistic warfare and cultural domination that the Grad people have undergone for drinking
Oh right, this guy gets mad because you eat potato.
Is it 82,000 years that we've been recording history? You have very little idea of what is happening, but that seems a little off.
Revolution sounds like it's actually very good. Perpetrated by dinner marauders. Not all the people of Ravishol.
The revolution came to Ravishol from Grad in Zaraz.
Yeah, I remember. He's talking about this.
Of Tip. I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss.
Please, God!
Your love for disco music.
Not again!
It has happened again. The Titan has your fist locked in his hand, and he's twisting it.
Another fit of criminal rage. Who are you, in your own words?
Degenerate alcoholic!
Good. Now go, before you enter cardiac arrest.
Please, stop doing this. You are making us look bad.
Ah! Maybe I should just get drunk. I feel like I fucked myself
A
somewhere.
lorry stuck in the windows are clear. They've been recently washed.
Likely, yes.
The back end,
Racist nationalist.
the driver has adorned.
I feel like I've screwed up somehow. And that I have actually soft locked myself.
The woman is still hunched.
Pawn shop, okay. Go there. I mean, I've talked to the guy at the pawn shop multiple times. He's a nice guy. I have looked at stuff in here.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted.
Like, I've seen the street light.
You see rows of toy soldiers. Try to find something pretty and cool here. Then use it to win her back.
Win her back?
Yes. Buy something nice. A figurine.
Knights on horseback?
Big men on big horses, clad in lamella armor and carrying flintlocks. The kind that would mow down a line of enemy soldiers in the blink of an eye.
Who are they?
Franco-Nigerian knights. I used to be very serious about these guys.
Haha, Kim, you're great. Blue uniforms.
They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps. complemented by orange trousers. They are variously
Ugly.
posed, wielding swords and rifles with bayonets.
This looks like Rene, the old guy who's playing petanque.
This is what the loyalists looked like, yes, at first. Then they wised up and got camouflage.
What exactly are these?
Which ones? Ah, royalist soldiers from the time of the Revolution. The uniforms are painted a bit too brightly, I suppose.
Figures and rags.
This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive. A few have rifles, but most of them carry pistols. Some even shovels and tall sticks.
Are these even soldiers?
You're probably talking about the revolutionaries, yes? Yes, they are soldiers. Revolutionary soldiers.
Okay.
I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win.
Ooh, a nice moral choice here. Wow. It's meant to give people hope, even we can do it. The contrast is meant to be disheartening, as it ought to be. I'm gonna skip to 4. I wish it was more nuanced. It stands I cannot comment. Or, it is impossible to win against the cohorts of capital. Ask my friend Garte, whose bitch it made me.
Okay. I don't like either set too much, to be honest.
The boomboxes wait on the shelves. And your boombox, that gold and amber Harmon Waushi, stares at you longingly with its
I don't have
tape-reel
$12.
eyes.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Do you know anything about the traffic menace on the loose?
Traffic? I'm sorry, officer, but I don't drive.
Why don't you drive?
I just don't like it very much. Movement on the road never really gelled well with the movement of my thoughts.
But didn't you hear it when the traffic menace drove over your roof?
Now that I think about it, I do remember hearing a thunderous noise the other night. Some kind of powerful electric vortex hitting the shop.
Okay.
And then moving on.
That sure narrows down our list of suspects.
A vortex sounds fascinating.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. I didn't really know what to make of it, but I know it meant something.
Oh,
Traffic. Now that I think...
That sure narrows
does that
down
mean you
our
don't have
list
any
of
idea who the
suspects.
driver was?
He shakes his head, slowly.
Damn it!
Yes? What about me? What do you mean? I have no idea.
The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be rather rudimentary. But this isn't an old school case.
So how do you, you know... tap side of your head?
What? Think? I do most of my work inside my notebook.
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. We all have our different mediums. His is written. You're super lucid, yet psychedelic. You don't need office supplies to connect to your nervous system.
You're special.
You're special.
Good. Let's change the...
Oh my fuck. Okay, I learned one thing. I got 5 XP for it. I am nowhere near leveling up. I'm totally screwed. Oh, I don't have my bag in my hand. Get that back. Where's hobo bag? Hobo bag! Bag.
The crumpled salmon butter billboard still soaks in the canal, marked by tire tracks.
Blink.
The lieutenant looks on. A rusting control panel. This panel usually closes the... You pull the lever, or nothing happens. A spring brings the lever. Wasn't there a sign over this?
Yeah, I know. Thought I'd try anyway. I am stuck. I'm stuck. So, if anyone has any idea what I should do now, okay, I'm open to suggestions, because I literally have no idea. I need 55 experience points. I really actually think I fucked myself over. I hate that I can't forget these without a skill point. That's annoying. Well, I can't jump, and I just tried fighting Measurehead again, and he said there's a person in the bar I haven't seen you talk to. Back at the Whirl and Rags? Is that what you're talking about?
Vigilance officer, what can this old carabiner do for you?
There was only 2 other people to talk to there. One was the lawyer chick, and the other one was the other guy. I did speak to them last time.
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting your time?
Are you the Hardy girl?
I am not.
You could be, Liz. You could be anything. You could even be a model.
Even a mod? Glenn, I went to law school. I am an attorney.
He's right. With a face like that, she could be on the cover of Le Debutante International.
Grip Glenn, she went to law school.
So fucking what? Lots of models are actually really smart people, fuckwad.
No, Glenn.
Okay.
They aren't.
Her tone is cold and uninvolved.
It's not her. She's not a Hardy girl. Definitely.
What are you gonna do to me?
What are we going to do to you? The union isn't going to do anything to you. It is not a crime syndicate. It is a labor organization.
Goddamn right it is.
If anything, it is the RCM who do things to people. But we digress.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Titus does not look particularly happy to see you. I'll talk about the hanging again.
Again. Just get the dead guy's autograph, since you're his biggest fan.
Good one, Titus.
About fucking.
Well, there's the guy who, like, shows up here, and yeah, he's usually asleep, right? I've not been able to interact with him ever. Like, he's just always been asleep. But I think I know what you're talking about.
Kim also tries not to look at the pile of taped viscera on the carpet. or the weird suitcase on the hat rack,
Oh, he can steal his ID.
or the potted plant dying in the corner. But it's all just too morbid to ignore. The man is finding it hard not to trip on the tape, and not to send any of the bottles rolling across the floor, where unidentifiable sludge makes it hard for him to breathe. Smells of vomit in the air.
I did it my way.
I can see that.
He takes a step towards that door. It looks like he'd like to leave now. The atmosphere is oppressive.
This fan has or has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though the window stands broken in its... The morning light hurts your eye. The morning light. The bed is still cold from the broken window. A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's barely covered in steam anymore. It's your face in the mirror, adorned with the expression.
Okay. Fuck. So, what should I do to kill time? Like, I feel like I've exhausted all my goddamn things.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. Goodness, you were already doing good, browsing the shelves. Why'd you stop? Don't you feel compelled? Go, go, get back there. The books await you.
Yeah, I can talk to Joyce again. So what types of books do you have?
Everything is on the shelves. Take a look yourself. The shelves compel you, don't they?
She smiles and nods.
Boy, she's fucking weird. Go back to the door.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of little oddly shaped trinkets and charms.
Bugger fucker. Okay, I'll go talk to Joyce. Already done that one. Detective mode? Let me see. No. Oh, that's actually kind of nice. So instead of me having to press tab, I can just do. Okay.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? Not an umbrella, I hope. I don't need one myself, you see.
She pats her wet raincoat. I could use a coat like that. The rain is freezing.
Sadly, I need this one myself. It's hydrophobic, repels water, almost magically. The company makes them for offshore platform personnel. Very sturdy. What I can do for you is answer some questions. Nothing like talking to pass a rainy day.
Tell me about Wild Pines. What do you do?
What we do? I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking.
So what do they do?
The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things. And that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms.
Okay.
The Wild Pines Group is one of the original Revacholian Indo-tribes. Companies awarded royal monopolies by the king, the suzerain himself, centuries ago. The king is long gone, but several of the Indo-tribes remain.
Who are the other Indo-tribes?
Saint-Baptiste, Elysium, an unknown entity known as Brightest Star.
You're in good company, it seems.
Why, thank you.
How much money does Wild Pines have?
I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year, the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue.
A billion?
What exactly is a billion?
It's a number, officer. A big one.
What's it made of?
It's made of 1,000 millions. A million is made of 1,000 thousands.
Wow.
20 billion is a large number, but the conglomerate employs 72,000 people. They all need to be paid. Then there are capital improvements, interest payments.
A wave hits the sloop. She grasps the mainstay for balance.
A conglomerate the size of the Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving, it will die. Then what becomes of those 72,000 families? It's a tremendous responsibility. They started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Isolas 250 years ago, when pine ships explored the South Seminese and charted Lormantang on behalf of the suzerain. Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the great unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow. The logic of the system is totalizing. It's taken everything from its employees to build it.
Probably helps to start out with a royal monopoly.
You know more than you let on. Certainly it helped, but most of the original Indo-tribes have failed, or been absorbed. To survive, Wild Pines had to grow and adapt. No suzerain did that.
What does such a huge system want with a place like this?
You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners? Who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo?
8% of the cargo in the world is quite the endeavor.
There are no minor cogs in the system. Each terminal must be accounted for, lest the entire system break. Every hiccup in such a system means thousands lose their jobs, the world over. I'm here to assure that doesn't happen.
With your help, hopefully, says her warm tone.
I'm just gonna change what I'm wearing real quick. Yeah, I know. Put that in there. I know it minuses my authority, but it gives me a couple of other different boosts. Actually, I like Encyclopedia more. Because I don't need authority with her. But I definitely could, like, use understanding. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. I think we'll do that. And then continue. Yeah. Put on some shoes. I got it. Fuck you.
You're back.
Good.
What can you tell me about this
What
strike?
can I help you with? Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets.
If I want to hear about trade secrets.
First, you'd have to repeal the Emergencies Act of Trade in Elements. That gives me the right to silence. It's quite the octopus.
An octopus? I will slay it.
Good luck is only kept in place by the vested interests of half the civilized world, including your own.
What the ma'am means is that the Emergencies Act and the RCM both get their authority from the coalition government.
Okay, thank you, Kim.
You'd be shooting yourself in the foot, in other words.
Leave it alone.
But I am derailing us. You wanted to know about the strike.
What is your role in this, precisely?
I believe the official title is Senior Labor Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer.
Okay.
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago, after that awful lynching took place. Now they won't even let me into the harbour. There's a 2-meter-20 racist behemoth blocking the gates.
You mean Jean-Luc, my race mentor? He's a great teacher and man of virtue.
Oh, so you've met him. Has he beguiled you with his inane theories?
My colleague has his peculiarities. Let's not go into this particular one just yet.
Hey!
Of course. To each their own.
How are the talks going before the lynching?
Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived.
And when did you first arrive?
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer to do these things on site, like the RCM.
But the strike began in December.
He looks at his notes.
I wasn't the original negotiator here.
Oh.
I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he'd granted the union in prior negotiations.
This isn't the first time the union has gone on strike.
Heavens no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan. This time their demands are more, I guess you could say, aggressive.
What happened to this Gaumont?
Mr. Clare told him to... How did he put it?
She pauses to compose herself.
Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is the stature, you see.
Cool.
Yes. Extremely. Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him and the union.
What are their demands?
There are leaflets everywhere, and banners. What did they say again? Oh yes. Every worker, a member of the board.
Most of the workers probably don't know what that means.
I like it.
Then you might also like their other slogan. Demand democracy.
Not hard communist enough for me.
Personally, I agree. It lacks the pizzazzo of every worker a member of the board.
What exactly do they mean by it, though? What's the demand?
It's quite simple, you see. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision, about what? About anything really, it needs the signature of each of the 2,200 workers in its Martinez terminal. Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group.
That's pretty funny. The workers can't be kings. The king is dead. The king is dead. Long live the workers.
That may well be. It's not up to me to decide who is king, but as negotiations go...
Going full
it's
communist.
not a swell start.
What are you gonna do?
I'm not sure. Naturally, I assume that was just their opening position. A hard-nosed tactic with a side of mockery. But there's been no follow-up, just the same nonsensical slogan repeated over and over again. And now, people are getting lynched, I hear. Behind the whirling in rags. A disastrous situation if there ever was one.
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this lynching?
I first heard it from the bowyer at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was, "Call me mañana."
This checks out.
The scabs at the gate. Did you put them there?
The scabs? You mean the huddled masses of Jamrock, come to plead for work where the union refuses to?
If they were organized by Wild Pines or its affiliates, then it would be a company secret. I could not share it with you. Not right now, at least.
It's implied. She's open to discussing this matter with you at a later occasion.
Okay. Tell me about this union boss, Mr. Clare.
Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers first.
Really?
Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood.
Is he that bad?
He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother, Edgar.
There's two of them.
Yes. Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard.
Oh, this could be
and when
very
one's
interesting.
term as foreman is up, the other takes over. It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues.
Ah, what about the union itself outside the Brothers Clare?
The Débardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, anyway. It must not have been easy to establish under the Emergency Act, but they did it. I can respect that. Organised labour at its best, as they say.
Yeah.
Then something happened in the local chapter elections. The Brothers Clare came and transformed it into a... how do you say?
She hesitates, looking for the right expression.
A mob. The Débardeurs are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, I suspect we'll be forced to cooperate with them.
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have only emboldened Everard and his brother.
She turns to you.
And your opinion, detective, if I may ask. I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Débardeurs Union is...
An effective advocate for the rights of local workingmen, a giant leech sucking the life out of Revachol, basically a socialist mob? I prefer not to have an opinion on these things. I'm going full communist.
Why do you think so?
Between Everett the Human Leech and Measurehead, this union sounds like a motley crew. I'm into it. Wink. Sounds like they're all Revachol. I'm all Revachol too, to hell with the rest. They're good labor men, can't fault them for a little corruption.
Ha! A real man of the left. What else can I tell you about?
One more thing. You said something happened in the elections?
I'm glad you asked.
Yes!
There was a
More.
woman, the previous forewoman of the union.
Oh!
She disappeared.
Disappeared?
Huh.
Yes.
Glad
On
I
the
came
last
back
day
here.
of
Thank
the
you,
local
Tick.
chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore. Or coming to work. Ever. End of story.
Some kind of extortion, probably.
Indeed. The company suspects foul play, but there's nothing they could do. It was a union matter. The point of the presentation is, these kinds of things happen around the Clares. Watch out when you're dealing with him.
Thank you for your concern, ma'am. We'll be just fine.
That's all I need here. Let's change the topic.
Of course. How else can I help?
I've got some more questions about reality.
More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
What is this acute encephalopathy?
It's a neurological disorder caused by a lack of vitamin B in the brain. Symptoms include a retrograde amnesia. It's quite serious. You should get yourself checked out.
This is true.
She conveys it in short, cold bursts, trying not to invest too deeply in the condition of this doomed detective, in case he goes down later, souring the entire portfolio.
Now you got a lot riding on me. I won't let you down.
It's not just me, detective. All of Martinez has placed its chips on your success. I pray we've all bet wisely.
What causes it?
Well, it's either bariatric surgery
Oh!
or long-term alcohol use.
Guess what? Oh, yeah. I actually have to take B vitamins daily for the rest of my life because I had bariatric surgery, so that's really funny. It's definitely the drinking.
She nods slowly. What this boils down to is, this reality thing is stupid. Blow this joint, grab a bottle, and Drain that shit right down your throat.
I might have to.
Yes, and lie about it too, to her.
No.
She stares at you, head tilted to the side, with a slightly concerned look on her face.
Oh. Do I have more I can do in
Glad to have been of
esprit de
assistance.
corps in my inventory? Give me a second. Yeah! My disco ass blazer! Hell yeah. Oh, I'm gonna go into that. Hang on.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? More lessons in basic reality.
Alright!
My favorite
Hang on,
part
hang
of
on, hang on. No. Back out, back out, back out, back out, back out.
Glad to have been
Back
of
out,
assistance.
back out. Quick save. Go back in.
You're back. Good. What more lessons in basic reality?
58%, let's
My
go!
favorite part of the day.
Oh my god! What the fuck?
In the Valley of Dogs, Junior Officer Chad Tilbrook takes aim at a rabid black dog, licking its wounds in the grass. To his left, his partner, Emil Mullins, whispers, "You heard what happened to Tequila Sunset in Martinez?"
Oh.
"Yes, he lost his mind," Tilbrook answers, fingers on the trigger. "Don't worry, Emil." He pulls it out slowly. Slowly now. He'll find it again. We always do.
What am I?
You? You're an officer of the RCM.
The Revachol Citizens Militia?
Preciso mundo.
Good, and what is the Revachol Citizens Militia?
Nothing more nor less than the de facto law enforcement body of post-revolutionary Revachol, Detective.
Yes, we are the Revachol Citizens Militia.
Are we?
We are.
You said de facto.
Yes, that means not de jure. The RCM acts in what is poetically called the twilight of international law, both at the behest of the coalition government and to its chagrin.
What do you mean?
The RCM's responsibilities are defined by the Emergency, Wayfarer and Aliments Acts, three pieces of legislation keeping the city in a, let's be honest, laissez-faire stasis to the benefit of foreign capital.
All three are good to know when we are out policing.
So I'm basically a thrall to foreign interests?
There's nothing basic about your role, Detective. It's true that the RCM keeps everything the way our seemingly permanent provisional rulers like it.
She leans in.
Yet, on the other hand, I know these people. I deal with them daily. Let me tell you, dear, they are not fans of you.
Why?
The post-revolutionary decade was a disaster for the coalition government. Revachol in the 20s was hell, especially on the west side of the river. Gang warfare, a botched privatization scheme, a nuclear pile meltdown.
Dang.
They called it the international zone because no nation wanted to claim responsibility. The RCM restored peace where the coalition failed. A true blue citizens' initiative. They will never forgive you.
Huh.
That's somewhat of an exaggeration.
The lieutenant
In reality, ours is a mutually beneficial arrangement. Revacholians get to keep the peace in Revachol, and the coalition doesn't have to worry about it. Anyway, sorry to intrude. Please continue.
Yes, Lieutenant.
Okay, I got more experience.
Permit me to conclude with this. Who you are, to me, is the police. The only legitimate law enforcement authority in Revachol.
Thank you, ma'am.
And if those authorities drink so hard they need help recalling the basic terms of reality, well, I'm here to help. Nothing more nor less.
Yes,
Yes.
Anything else?
Permit me to conclude with this. And if those authorities drink so hard, glad to have been of assistance. Word has traveled, yes.
One of the tall buildings overlooking the roundabout.
It appears we are being monitored every step we take, colleague. Did we have any other business?
Until you come up with something at that intersection, I'm afraid I have little else to tell you. But I'll try. Ask.
Why didn't you come to the RCM earlier?
We did. On more than one occasion. Apparently, there's some sort of inter-precinct disagreement about whose jurisdiction this area falls under.
We know the company has launched its own probe into the union's alleged involvement. We also know it's come up empty. It's not just the RCM. No one's been able to find any hard evidence.
Well, here's your chance, officers.
It's no coincidence the lorries are stranded like that, is it?
No. We asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. However...
She pauses, looking to the sea.
This is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the Trade Committee, they'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge, and the operation will continue.
She looks north.
Thousands of litres of raw ingredients will pour onto the streets of Revachol. Not the east across the river, but the west. The vulnerable. The weary.
Well, at least this solves one mystery.
What is that, Lieutenant?
Why I had to call East Motor Track and beg them to open the drawbridge for me. I'd wondered since I first drove in, on my motor carriage.
I am sorry for the inconvenience,
Ah,
Lieutenant
that's a good one.
Kisaragi, but we need them trapped here. This is a unique opportunity. I'm sure you understand.
I mean, I understand. And we got some good intel. I'm glad I went back and talked to her. We're going to take a quick break. 5 minutes. Go and stretch. If you're watching the VOD, it'll be instantaneous. If you're watching live, get a drink of water. Go have a thing. Whatever you need to do. We'll see you in a bit. All right. Continue our discussion. What proof do you have that the Union is involved?
No.
Nope. I clicked the wrong thing.
What is that?
Well, it kills more time.
I am sorry for the... How do you think they're financing this strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the 4th month straight.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. They're saving the money.
There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike. Many were squeezed to bankruptcy to fund it.
Jesus Christ.
With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men. The local businesses can scarcely provide for themselves.
So you think the strike is being funded with source ingredients for drugs?
Precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely, then loaded onto lorries and driven to Jamrock. You simply need to find one driver who will open up to you.
We already have some suspicions that one of the drivers was present at a lynching.
The two might even be connected.
Okay.
Or not. Though, if you have evidence to the contrary, I'm eager to hear it.
As eager as I am to share it, Lieutenant, once the job is done.
Let's discuss something else.
She simply nods.
Let's talk about the boat again.
What would you like to know?
Do you have a license for this boat?
Officer, I assure you I'm a highly qualified pleasure craft operator.
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain, white as a boat's hull as she smiles. Qualified pleasure craft operator. So charming. Where's the damn license?
Can I see your license?
I just renewed its safety inspection last month, officers. It is completely seaworthy. In fact, it's taken part in not one, but 2 insulindic regattas. Even finished once.
What happened the other time?
The other time, I would have finished the race were it not for an urgent work matter, much like the one I'm on now.
Need to see the license, ma'am.
Actually, you don't.
I'm pretty sure I do. I'm police.
It is a little known fact among those who police that the Wayfarer Act specifically denies the RCM the authority to demand anyone's operator license.
How little known is this fact? Or like the Anarchy Act, in my opinion. So we can't pull over random civilians and demand their papers? That's weak. Makes sense, I guess. I mean, look at me.
I was just being polite. Even school children know the Wayfarer Act.
Wow, more like the Anarchy Act.
No need to politicize this. You may still ask for the lady's passport.
I'm gonna see your passport.
Of course.
She searches the pockets of her raincoat, produces a bundle of documents in a sealed plastic bag. Look at her passport.
The woman is silent, smiling while the waves lap against the hull. In your hand, under the plastic, a light blue passport saying, Republic of Vespa. The coat of arms has a lion and an ostrich. Seigent. The Republic of Vespa, formerly the Republic of Vespa Messina, was once a dual kingdom. An amicable parting of ways produced two constitutional monarchies. Vespa, the richer of the two, is an occidental nation known for its proximity to the Pale and its exotic financial derivatives.
White people, okay.
It is a stable country, and yet there has always been something ominous about its perfect stability. It's a place at the edge of the Mwindi Isola, overlooking the Obi-Sunt Isles, fracturing into the great unrest of the Pale.
Look at the photo page.
The woman, born in the year 3 in the commune of Revachol, smiles at you, face adorned with frown lines and crow's feet. The photo.
If anything, this is helping me kill
The
time.
name reads Rejoice Leighton Messier.
Your name is Rejoice?
Yes. But please don't call me that.
Why?
Joyce is much more efficient.
I like her. It's the same reason I want people calling me by my real name.
She doesn't like it. Probably a bad memory. Mean girls at school or some ancient lover.
In my case, it's just annoying. You're from the Republic of Vesper.
My husband is. I have dual citizenship. A Vespertine is handier when traveling.
Give the documents back.
She nods.
Yes!
And
More
returns the
experience.
plastic bag to her coat.
Not a lot of people on boats.
Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around?
What do you mean archipelago?
I mean, we are on Le Caillou.
Yeah. I'm just going through, like...
The boat?
The word it feels strange.
I'm going through all this stuff.
Such a beautiful boat deserves
See if I can get any more XP. Cool, but your boat really needs a name.
Okay. How about Cordelechi 19? Why?
She taps on the side of the boat, makes a hollow sound.
Because it was manufactured in Revachol East by a company called Cordelechi, and its hull is 19 paces long.
The sleek fish, the X something, or how about Dolores?
Why Dolores?
Feels pretty.
Well, it means nothing to me. I think I'll stick with the factory name. But thank you for the suggestion. Okay, because it was...
Sleek
What?
fish! Because it's sleek and fish-like.
I think I'll stick with the factory name. But thank you. Okay, because...
X
it was
something.
The X something. The X what?
The ex-wife.
Thank you for the suggestion. I see the word has emotional resonance for you. For me,
I want to see if I can get her to change her fucking name.
Because it was manufactured. The
executor.
Oh, I do like the sound of that. It sounds so decisive, so powerful.
Oh.
Okay, because the X very absurd. My sloop.
I'm enjoying this.
I really do, the lieutenant thinks. Is she thrown off yet? He's looking at the woman, assessing her.
Good.
Okay, the boat thing's done. We did the wild pines. Tell me more about the strike. I've done that. Let's do the tattoos.
That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question.
Why? How is you looking at the photo tied to the lynching?
Better not tie the forced day to the bat's day on this. I hope there is something else I can help you with.
She wants to answer the question. Protocol keeps her from it.
Damn. I'm pretty sure I've exhausted everything there. But, my beautiful friend, beautiful friend, told me I missed something at the pawn shop, so I'm gonna go back and look again. That did get me a lot of XP. Sadly, it didn't get me enough to push me over the edge. Oh, almost went past it. I don't know why this detective mode isn't, working. So, Tick, where is it? Because this is all I'm seeing.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
That sucks, maybe.
I doubt it, but I can try and
Know
answer
anything
any.
about the
I do my
hanging?
best.
He doesn't know anything.
Can he help get the corpse out
The
of a tree?
corpse behind the ask around the.
The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors.
Piss. For you, there was a t-shirt rack on the left. That's so weird. I don't know if it has to do with the day, maybe.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Did you find out more about the owner of the armored boots?
Not yet, but I was able to convince the database people to share private sector information. They promised to get back to me by tomorrow morning. Do you have any other questions?
Yeah, connect me to Sylvie again.
Just a second, officer. Sylvie Malaika on the line for you, officer. Yes, hello?
Hey, Sylvie, it's police again.
Oh, great. What else do you need, detective?
You see my badge?
Yes, I know who you are. You're a police officer. The law.
How'd you first learn that?
You told me back in the whirling. Oh.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours?
My uniform too. God, I should really look into that.
Yes, you absolutely should. It's awful that you lost it.
Fuck!
It feels like you haven't worn yours in a long, long time.
This is gonna end up killing me. Was it you who called the police?
No, not me.
Do you know who made the call?
No, sorry. People don't have the money to have the cable.
So the Union has a phone, and there's...
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer.
Yeah, go on.
You hear the...
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
10-4, come in.
Personal details.
Okay, 10-4.
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through.
I need information, not fear.
Be smart about this. Ask if he's there alone.
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question.
I'm looking for my address. I don't know where I live.
That's a negative, sir. I got a 10-12 here. Over. 10-4. Your address?
Hold up, Jules. He doesn't fucking know where he lives?
Yeah.
Did I hear that right?
Seems like it, sir.
No, fuck him. Don't tell him anything. You understand? He's been hellbound for the gutter. Let him have it.
Sorry, sir. Anything more I can do for you? Over.
Any news about my family?
10. Excuse me, sir. Over.
You probably don't want to continue on this road.
No, I just thought you might heard of them, that's all.
No, sir, I haven't. You're not really keen on mentioning your home life, so I've always assumed things weren't that good on that front. Over.
Have I ever told you about my life before the RCM?
10-4, well, that's,
Does he actually want something, or is he hell-bent on disrupting our work?
He asked if he ever told me about his days before joining the RCN.
For God's sake, cut this shit out! Tell him to stop wasting time and be a goddamn policeman for a change.
Sir, Satellite Officer Vicmar says...
I heard him.
So, was there anything else?
No.
Understood, sir. Over. Roger that. 10-10, over and out.
All I did is hurt myself, so good for me. I gotta go. I have no money. I have nothing.
small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs.
Okay, here.
The tear machine. Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money.
Wow, I
appears
got
with a
20
satisfying-
cents. Yay.
Is this about the questions again?
Yeah,
Is
a warehouse.
She looks up from.
Fine. I don't really know anything.
No need to worry.
Okay. Uh-huh.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons.
No. I wonder how to get to that roof. That guy's not there. Let's go back into here with my current build. Let's see if that does anything.
Give me a moment. Ask away, policeman.
Oh, good. Okay. Okay.
The hell am I supposed to know? Another nut job, I assume.
Is one of the residents on vacation? Their mailbox is overflowing.
People come and go. I don't keep an eye on everyone.
They probably just moved or died. Hopefully somewhere else.
Who lives in apartment 10?
No one lives there. It's been empty for months.
I talked to someone through the door.
Impossible. I would know if someone had moved in there.
She pauses, eyeing the hallway.
Maybe it's those countercultural people again. Breaking into a house like it's a public space. You're a policeman. Be good and take a look, will you?
Sure, I'll go see what I can find. Take it on.
Great. Young people. They're worse than rats. They're always littering the hallways with trinkets and empty beer cans.
Who lives behind the padlocked door?
Oh, that one is a scientist. A future scholar.
Suddenly, the old lady's face is beaming.
I think he studies astrology at the community college. Education's good. I always tell them to study.
Astrology?
Something to do with all those stars around his door. He asked me to leave his drawings up on the wall.
You mean the star and antlers? I think that's a symbol of communism.
A symbol of what and how?
Oh, here we go. You know, the ones who support the working class against capital. It's an ideology, as some noble aims, but it's always been used to justify terrible bloodshed. It's for loons who have no idea how the economy works. It's a symbol for contributing to the demise of our noble state in the name of some made-up world of equality. Communism. It's a political ideology.
Huh. I thought Revachol was the capital.
Boy, she's dumb.
Oh, I think he's something to do. That's what I...
The lieutenant. Come on, people. Try to keep up any standards here.
I
It's
clicked
not
the wrong
about
thing.
stars. It's... Forget it.
Oh, I think he studied something to do. The symbol of what and how?
Let's try the other shit.
The cleaning lady shrugs and
Doesn't do
returns to sweeping.
Okay.
She mumbles some kind of...
It's barely big.
Alright. We did the things. I thought there was something in here I could have done. Huh. What if I have the, bolt cutters, maybe? Oh, hi! How did I get in here? flashlight, right.
What happened here?
You can't you look so sad.
Put your emotions aside. Try to focus on abstract, impersonal things.
Jesus Christ.
But this reeks of sadness.
I nearly fucking died. You can't foreclose on an apartment with a hole in the wall.
It will still be accessible through the apartment next to it. That one didn't have a door. Sadly, nothing of great value remains here.
There's always a little something in the fridge.
Indeed.
Nice. Cool. I got some shit. I don't need healing items. I need shit for my morale. Okay. That's cool. I just accidentally stumbled into that place. Yeah, there was money in the fridge. There was a whole 20 cents.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10.
This apartment's supposed to be empty. Did you break in here?
Excuse me? Of course not.
You have plenty of reason to enter.
Then open the door so I can verify your identity.
Oh, come on.
Ah!
That was smart.
I did something smart? Hi! You're new. A blister pack of medicines peek out of the box. You should take it. Looks like a fine mattress. Black monk straps. Fuck yeah, give me those goddamn shoes. What the fuck are these? 1 to indirect modes of taxation? Does this make me into an asshole? Okay. Yeah, I took the thing back. Right now, my jacket is esprit de corps. I'm gonna keep that. I might actually want to put on the naval coat instead, actually. That gave me... No, I don't want suggestion. No, I'll keep this esprit de corps. Perception? Yeah, perception. And I'll take the glasses off, because honestly, I don't need more logic, but I need the authority. Okay. I think, let's put that back. And... I think I'm gonna go with, this, but I'm gonna quick save, because I can.
The luxury of fine things. Just look at those black monk straps. After spending an entire day hustling, who's to say that you didn't deserve a pair of ridiculously expensive shoes on your tired feet?
Fuck this. You're right. Beautiful things do make people happy.
Beautiful things give you a rush. It's power. Crafting your style.
I got some
draping
tight
your flesh in
shoes.
silk and leather. Deciding how to present yourself to the world. Remember, when they come to take it away from you, you worked for those shoes. Whether you like it or not, wearing these shoes has made you more liberal. Ultra liberal.
Goddamn right it has.
Wow, you work hard.
I do.
Oh, yes. You hustle. You're a provider. It's tough out there.
I love this.
But you keep it real and provide.
I guess I do, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like a horse. A workhorse. For hard work.
What hard work do I do exactly?
Look at yourself. You're a human pedometer. You must
Damn
have walked
right.
200,000 steps down cracked asphalt, mosaic, sand, and linoleum after you emerged. That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil. You didn't make it that way. And you won't let it break you. You ride.
You fucking ride till I die, bitch!
That's just what it's like. Life and death.
This is great.
But you got gills on your side, baby. Got those black papers with the faces of the innocents on them. You bring in the Franco Negros and the Solas. It ain't easy, but you do it.
What is going on?
You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop and a sprinter and a money printer.
I ain't made shit! I guess I made some gills, sure.
Sure. And has it been easy? Is life easy? Have you not gone into cardiac arrest? Are you not about to have an anxiety attack or shoot yourself in the mouth? But you still hustle 24/7, ride or die. Now, ask yourself, are you rich?
No, I'm actually not.
That's right. You work harder than anyone. You almost rode yourself to the grave, and you're still practically a hobo. Why is that?
It's because of that guarding guy right in my ass.
The Guardsman has set himself up one of those self-replicating money structures. You should learn from it. Don't play the victim. Think hustler. Think with your head.
The system is broken.
Boo-hoo. The system is broken.
This is fucking hilarious. I think these shoes are making me corrupt.
Down. That's not the fuck yeah attitude you're used to. What is this? Why are you so poor?
Fucking taxes, man.
That's right. 100%. Fucking G-Man jam-covered sticky fingers in your pocket. Stealing from you every time you buy, sell, walk, talk, fart, so much as sneeze.
Really? Every time I sneeze?
Every time you wipe your ass. They got their direct and their indirect modes of taxation. Sales tax, excise duty, extraction tax, alimony. One tax that doesn't even have a name. Plus there's the stuff people in other countries pay for. That makes them ask for more money from you.
Yeah, fucking duty taxes.
Total tax duties add up to...
Does this fucking... Do these shoes come with gold fringe?
98% of all your money.
Do I become a freeman on the land? No fucking way. I guess I'm a free market fundamentalist now.
Here you go, hustler. Fight the righteous fight. Free the people. Keep it real. Keep it street. Keep foaming at the mouth furiously.
Oh, fuck yeah. Thank God.
Satisfied? My name is Marielle Charpentier, and I'm an agent with Martinez Realty Associates. I am not breaking in, as I have every right to be here. The keys, see? Do you want to see my ID as well? You can't legally ask for it, but why not? Want to see my residence permit too?
She fumbles through her purse, flashing out a light paper-clad passport. Yeah, I'll inspect it.
It feels flimsy in hand, with the words Revachol Zone of Control written under a nondescript municipal logo. There's a picture of her with shorter hair inside, along with all her personal details.
Nice haircut.
Thank you. Do you have any questions? I need to be back in Midtown in an hour.
What are you doing here?
I need to get it ready for the next lease, but as you can see, the previous tenant completely trashed the place.
It sounds like they knew how to have a good time. Reprehensible. Who lived here? I fuck shit up too.
Ha! Sounds like you've spent too much time undercover in some rock band.
Who lived here?
It was some kind of a moribund old man who used to be a business owner. You'd think they'd make rent.
She stops, hesitating.
But that was months ago. Anyway, was there anything you wanted, or is that it? It was some kind of a but that was
I just want to see what happens.
It was some kind
Okay.
that was months ago.
Who lived in the foreclosed
that's
apartment?
Another huge mess. The former tenant owes us 3 months of rent. 3. We closed the apartment and planned on auctioning off the valuables, but and again, I have no idea how stupid mistakes like this can even happen. But Ron, when he came to close the door, didn't close the neighboring door. And there's a hole in the wall.
So preppy. She's probably on some low-grade performance enhancers, like Preptide or Pericanine.
A hole in the wall. Can you believe it? And then the tenant ran off with his stuff. He's gone. The money's gone. Just like that.
Fuck landlords.
The sum must have been puny.
My money has also disappeared, I think. It couldn't have been that much money. These apartments are pretty shabby. So wait, what happened with the wall?
Well, it does not disappear from my hands. No, I don't let it. These apartments are perfectly fine. They have gorgeous architecture, a million real view of the bay, good ventilation, neighbors, life.
Labors don't make it
and
good.
they
Fuck
are
you.
affordable. I'll tell you, Martinez has a future. In a few years, it's going to blossom with artists and creatives and those radio computer wizards.
Radio computer wizards, huh? Chaz. So wait, what happened with the wall?
Don't ask me what happened with the wall. I have no idea how we're going to find
Yes,
the time
Sickle Mouse
or
Squared, you
resources
get it.
to fix it. Both apartments are now unrentable. Both.
That's all, thank you.
Of course.
Alright, well, we did it. Now I can go, tell the cleaning lady that I found a person. Hello. I fucking did something, my god.
Give me a moment.
I didn't find any counterculture people in apartment 10. It was just a real estate agent setting up the room for new tenants.
I see. I hope
Yes!
some people are finally going to move in. This place needs them.
Shut up, lady, I'm busy. Okay. Advanced race theory. Thank God. A mass of fantastic races swirl in your head. Desert pygmies playing with their own excrement, Kojikos juggling potatoes, eczema-ridden mounds grinning and dancing on wooden clogs. Everyone is there, the whole race gang, plus some that you may have come up with yourself. The thieving subkips and the seal-like cast of fortunates hatching some kind of scheme. In the eye of this race Empyrean, a vertigo reaching up to the heavens, you sense something, drawing nearer, nearer. Okay. We're getting there. Ooh, this one would have been cold-blooded. First you have a side bitch ideology cooking somewhere, don't sweat it. Fighting indirect taxation for the Gossamer state is compatible with all creeds. It's cool like that. You're a cool anarchist now, unless you don't want to be an anarchist. Whatever! Stuff this meal ticket in your eye socket. Let's see if we can steal some love back from the robber barons at customs agency and the banditos at the Insulian Financial Oversight Competition Committee. I want to do that one next. But, we got the race theory up. So I'm really happy about that. No one is coming. There'll be nothing but squalor unless we start killing real estate agents!
We won't be killing anyone. And you shouldn't say things like that. You're a police officer. There's been enough killing. I've seen it.
Oh, have you?
She's seen it and known those who have been killed.
Ask away, policeman.
Why is there a hole in the wall in the abandoned apartment?
Some lunatic lost his mind. All kinds of morons pass through these halls.
Okay. Anything else about Sydney?
The Ortiz. She leaves an old lady.
She mumbles some kind of a response.
Alright, cool. Now, is there any insight I can gain about the hole now, or... No? Okay. Hey, at least we did a thing. So I'm happy about that. Woo! We're actually gonna be able to play this fucking game! Is there anything else in here now I can do? Revolutionaries love to pose with their guns.
A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive sideburns.
I suspect that's exactly what they are trying to do. There aren't many communists around. Not after the revolution.
Okay. Oh, I've got something in here now. Actual moss. Let's go. There was that one spot on the balcony where that girl was. That I remember, and I could have sworn I saw something there. Like, I'm gonna try it again. Let me equip the flashlight, actually. Tarp slap in the wind, forgotten hammers and nails rust. I think I got the thing that was in here. 100 tiny feet scurrying beneath the grate, the rats of the city. Oh, there's a cat drawing on the pillow. Okay. Do you have anything else for me?
Hello again, officers.
The lieutenant is hatred, the woman.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her. On a first-name basis with her,
What's
are we?
on?
It's where they grow pig's not half as dumb as he looks. Can't you? I haven't really started it yet. Have you ever tried your hand at graffitio? When faced with a blank wall, most people write unimaginative stuff, like pigs go home and Mono is here. We rarely see pigs round here, though. Just union cats. And my name's not Mona, so...
Why are you committed to defacing the building?
This place is severely lacking in havoc. Not even the occasional trash can fire to break up the tedium.
Not wrong.
I thought I'd mix it up. You know. Yeah?
I love public art.
Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come to me now that I've... Ooh.
She does have eyes that seem to be smeared with coal.
Don't you have a home?
Does anyone? It doesn't have to do... Shoot, Piggy.
Alright. Let's actually go this way. Look up to the balcony for now. I'm honestly just wandering around trying to kill time. Curtain shifts just a little. Someone's watching from within. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yes, hello? Oh, what are you? Oh, money. Yay. What if I had a crowbar? No. I know it's too early for him to be there, but...
This door is no one.
We should return in.
Can I can't go any further than that? No, I can. Flashlight. Can't go any further than that. No. Dang. Okay. Hi, Sasquatch. I miss you. Can't go onto the roof. Honestly, maybe I actually should have put my points in savoir-faire instead of the race theory. Well, I'm thinking about race now, so. You just had a very insistent chest cat? Nyaw. The baby. I'm sorry, for some reason I thought you were working for another hour. I got the time wrong. Nope, can't do that. Yeah, he wants to learn how to disco.
Just an ordinary.
Just another brick in the wall. I'm just gonna walk around with a flashlight, shine it in the eyes of all the drunks. Maybe... He would be Leisure Suit Larry. Tick, I found it!
Wow, a very large red t-shirt with an impressive print stands out from the other garb.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah, the print depicts a muscled man striding toward you.
I think I needed the
Giant
flashlight.
sword in each hand, encircled by burning
Why is the
embers.
body still hanging?
Behind him is a cluster of cabins engulfed in flames.
Because I haven't been able to get it down,
Other
Tick.
words, Hjelmdal burning.
Sniff the t-shirt.
Smells like worn cotton and a little old sweat there. Worn cotton with a side of flea market or trash bin.
My personal favorite.
Sniffing is okay, but please don't try anything on. Can't have you leaving your photon emissions in the fabric of things you're not going to buy.
You're not imagining it. Photon emissions? What is he talking about?
What's the deal with the man in the t-shirt?
It's the man from Hjelmdal.
Walking away from his burning village. Yes.
I guess I'm supposed to know who this man from Hemdall is, but I lost my memory recently. Need help remembering basic facts about reality.
Huh?
Tell me more.
The man from Hjelmdal is the hero of a series of popular books based on a fictional version of Kotla. Mostly what is nowadays Arda NFD. In fact, most people don't think that man from Hjelmdal ever really existed. But they are wrong.
Okay.
Hjelmdal isn't a real place.
Neither is the man a real man, of course. But both the man and Hjelmdal are an ontological necessity. But hey, it's not worth getting into an argument about.
What do you mean the man from Hemdall was real?
I mean, even if the man from Hjelmdal didn't exist before the adventure novels, the stories have made it so that he has. It's simple, really.
I mean, that's fair.
Okay.
He sounds incredulous.
You sound skeptical. It's not that complicated. All that's required is a more robust understanding of cause and effect.
The group has made him real.
Besides, I've been to Kotla, though not quite as far north as the Hjelmdal, and watched northern lights travel across the sky. Very unique, energetic tides there.
His theory isn't exactly incoherent, but its logic does suggest some unusual neural activity. Interesting. Very, very unique energies indeed. Geomagnetic ley lines, one might even say.
How much are you selling it for?
2 real.
Oh, okay.
That's dirt cheap.
Couldn't you just give it to me for free?
But why?
Perhaps I can repay you in some other way?
I deal in goods, not services.
Alright, cool, I'm getting it.
Welcome to Hyomdal, officer.
Fuck yeah! I love how everything I'm putting on gives me no authority. I have no authority. At all. Jesus Christ. Here I go, I'm the ultimate hobo. Look at me. Look how fucking cool I am right now. No one is as cool as me. How are we doing on this? 1 hour and 26 minutes. I am the ultimate hobo of ultimate destiny. You know, now I'm thinking about it, I really should just take this flashlight everywhere, eh? Good guys, bad guys, and explosions. Can I get up here? No.
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man.
Tell me
What's
about
up?
your friend, the lady driver.
What? But I told you she's my friend. Please don't make me give her up, detective. Get someone else. There's a ton of drivers here.
Put yourself in my shoes. I need this for another investigation. It's important. I can't blow it.
You're not gonna put a bullet in your head if you blow it, are you? Because she's on the edge, man.
I wouldn't be so sure, Tommy.
She's a suspect, and I need you to tell me where she is, or I can't finish the investigation.
I thought you were a different kind of cop.
Nah, fuck you. I want to know where she is.
Here.
He takes a keyring from his pocket, then looks at it before giving it to you in silence.
Her lorry's still here. Down past the statue of Philippe. The cabin is green. You can get in there with these. That's all I know.
Thank
When
you.
did she leave?
When did she leave?
Last Friday.
Anything else, like where she is now?
No. I don't know.
Why do you have the keys?
She left them to me. Because she trusted me. So I can get it out of the way when the jam breaks loose. Otherwise...
He doesn't finish the sentence.
The other drivers would have to tow it or break in to get the machines moving.
If they break in, they would find what's hidden inside. Something incriminating.
I'm sorry I had to do this.
I bet you are.
One more thing about something else.
Nah. I need to think my own thoughts now. Pray forgiveness for my sins. Go check your cabin. I hope it gets you something. Help someone. Oh, look. It's the cop who turned me into a bad person.
I don't give a fuck. At this point, I don't give a fuck.
This green found, A to Z, contemporary, is parked in the shadow of the ruins looming overhead. It's seen better days.
This is the one our man pointed to.
Try a peek in the window.
The glass on the side windows is tinted and covered with dust. You can barely make out the shape of the seat and 2 steering levers. The door is locked. The handle looks shiny, like it's recently replaced. You push the key into the lock and turn. It makes a cracking sound. Then the door pops back a few centimeters. You can just
open it.
The smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters. Actresses smile from the walls. There's a radio transmitter in the front and a toolbox tucked under the driver's seat. Some tools lie scattered near the pedals.
Admire the posters.
These are movie posters featuring starlets from long-forgotten films from the 20s, the teens, even the 90s of the last century. One of them particularly catches your eye. A centerfold of an ingenue attached right above the back seat.
Study it.
The actress is draped in a sheath dress, one of her shoulders bared. The faded remains of an autograph run across the poster. She's looking past the camera. Wait, doesn't she resemble someone you know? But you can't put your finger on whom exactly.
Enough of the posters.
The actresses and we close the rust.
We definitely need to return.
I know, but I'm gonna change my outfit and quick save, because I didn't do that before. Sorry, I'm taking my pants off. Don't look at me. Conceptualization. Encyclopedia. Actually, conception. Logic. Okay, what was it? What was it that had conceptualization? Let's take that off and put this pretty cool one. Logic, conceptualization, authority, endurance. All right. Nakey, nakey. And I'm going to hold the thing instead of crowbar. I know it gives me no authority, but I don't need that right now. Okay. Quick save.
A lorry, the smell of cigarettes. These, one of them. There's definitely perfume in the air.
There we go. We got
it's
some more
spicy,
perception.
with a hint of amberette, wafting through the bitter air of the cabin.
What's that smell?
The remnants of a sweet juniper-scented perfume. Probably grenade number 5. The actress is... Wait. Doesn't she? The actresses and the rear looks like the frequency dial is absent. It requires a key to work, but the key has been removed. Likely by the missing lady driver.
Strange. There are so many radio stations saved here. Must be over 100 at least.
Why would anyone need so many?
For contacting an entire fleet of lorrymen, for example. This is all shortwave, UW and UKV.
Okay.
Looks like we are dealing with an impressive organizational tool. The nerve center of a huge operation. With quite a range, too.
Is there anything we can do with the radio?
Doesn't look like it. It's completely inoperable without a dial key.
Okay.
The smell of 1,000 cigarettes, some dead actresses, and a rusty old toolbox under the seat.
Check the pedals.
You wedge yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. Seems like the few tools lying around here, a hammer, a pair of pliers, a rusty wrench, have been casually thrown there by the disorganized driver. But one odd detail does catch your eye. A piece of sandpaper has been glued to the throttle.
Interesting.
Sandpaper adds extra grip.
Looks like the driver's glued a piece of sandpaper to the throttle to offer extra grip.
Sandpaper? A novel technique?
The sandpaper would also rub off the pattern from the driver's right boot.
Yes?
Do the honors, he thinks. Connect it yourself.
One of the footprints at the crime scene had an aberration. One sole was smoother than the other.
Which means that the missing lady driver was present at the lynching.
The lieutenant's eyes light up behind his prescription lens. I did smart! The missing 8th Hardy?
Looks like her.
And she's also the one running the drug trade. What a handful.
Now we know for certain who is the missing 8th person at the lynching. Do you think that Hardy and his boys could also be involved in the drug operation?
Those jerks, definitely. I think the entire union is involved, maybe in all the Martinet. Not necessarily the lady drug could have kept drug trade a secret. This would fit what Joyce told us, but I won't make any assumptions.
Understood. We should still go and see what Titus has got to say on the matter.
Okay.
Are we finished with the lorry?
The movie stars are still smiling from the walls. The radio transmitter sits on the center console, and a faint smell of perfume is in the air. You wedge your but what sandpaper?
Sandpaper, yes. Do the on, which means that the missing lady driver was present at the
How
lynching.
deep does this rabbit hole go?
Now we know for certain who is the missing 8th person at the lynching.
Those jerks,
Do
definitely.
you think that we should see what Titus has?
The movie stars are
I didn't know if
still
it was gonna do anything.
metallic
Let's pull out
door
two
slides
box.
out from the seat. It's empty, except for a folded newspaper.
Unfold the newspaper.
It's an issue of Petty Ferric from last Wednesday. A piece of paper falls out from its pages.
Pick up the note.
It looks like an article ripped out from a radio enthusiast magazine. Complex mathematical equations explain the basics of something called the Ulan frequency system. These formulas look oddly painful. Maybe it's the hangover, but they give you a
Hey, math always does that to me.
The Ulan frequency system? I've never heard of that before. I know of FM, AM, UKV, but...
Alright, push it in.
The pull-out tool slides back into its nest. The rest is as it was. Radio, posters, a trace of motor oil smell under all the cigarettes. You close the rusty old...
Great. I think we got everything. A word, detective? Before we return to Joyce?
Ooh, Kim wants to talk to me. Yeah, I'm gonna slide a light in your
All
face,
right.
sorry.
We've finished here. Let's quickly debrief.
A debriefing?
So we don't do it in front of the company rep.
Seems like something police would do. What do you think of all this, Kim?
Honestly, I'm quite worried by what we've seen so far. The evidence seems to point to a rather extensive and well-organized operation. I'm especially intrigued by that radio transmitter, particularly the sheer number of stations it can connect. Looks like this alleged drug trade casts a wide net.
This means it's well-funded. Technology like that, a major player must be financing it.
Yeah, I know I debriefed in the middle of the street. Debrief in the middle of the street, naked. I am shirt cocking it.
I'm not sure what the Ulan frequencies are all about, but they may hold some significance. Perhaps it's a better way to connect between fleets while avoiding frequency bleed, or maybe it's used to tap into RCM networks. And last but not least, it looks like the Hardy Boys knew this driver, as we know that she was present at the lynching. This may be the Union connection we've been searching for.
Nice.
The probe and the case converged, he thinks. This was quite the find.
What about the movie posters?
As elegant as they are, I don't think they are relevant to the drug trade.
Don't be fooled. Desire always plays a role.
A lot of women there, especially for a lady driver's cabin.
Yes, well...
Unimportant.
The Elysium, turns out
Like
this
Joyce
is
told us,
Union.
yes, logistically. But don't expect to bust this open during our stay here. At best, this is an angle we can use against them to other angles.
Hi, Jimmy! Naked version of our house? Yeah, you did.
We should return to the murder case. See what Joyce tells us about the lynching. When we are done for the day, I call my station and suggest our narcotics department look into it.
Okay.
There are more than enough grounds to start an official investigation. Sometime later, when we are done here. We do not want to get caught in that.
He stops to think. What are you thinking?
The fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause. An investigation, I mean. Especially if the Madrid grouping is involved, and I can't imagine they aren't. It's certainly worrisome.
Corruption?
All the same, I don't like the idea of internal affairs descending on the matter. That won't help anyone either.
Okay, debrief over?
Debrief over. After you.
Nice! Guys, we did something because I got really mad at a guy who was trying to protect his friend. Thank fuck. Let's go. I want to keep going. I'm actually in the mood to keep going, so I'm gonna keep going. Alright. Thanks for the info, idiot. I like how Kim yells at you for running like it's such a sin. It's like, why are you so fast? Because I can be? Why would I not run everywhere? Is it gonna kill my health if I do? That'd be funny. You know, you get to a certain amount of percent of running in the game and suddenly it's like, fuck you, you're dead. I should probably actually put this away. I don't want to have that. I look like a tool. There you go, that's better.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Oh, I can't do this now?
Until you come up with something.
She simply nods.
Okay. I gotta go do the Hardy Boys shit. Alright. Derp! Derp! Derp, 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 derp. God, I came so close to just screwing up this game forever, I think. And I'm glad I fixed it. Okay, but what I need to do right now is get my authority back? What takes away my authority? That. Why am I still -2? Oh, it's this thing. Okay. I have conceptualization minus suggestion from the white satin shirt. We'll put on the physical instrument, the tank top instead, because I like that one. Okay, and we'll go with what is the jacket doing for me? Esprit de corps. Yeah, I like that. Reaction speed is my hat? No. It's pants. Electrochemistry reaction speed versus savoir-faire. I'm okay with the reaction speed being down, I think. Endurance. Encyclopedia. No, that's rhetoric down. I think that's good. I think that's good. We'll do that. Let's save before we go in. Oh, thanks, Sasquatch. I'm good for now.
To say to you.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Guess what? I've connected you to the local drug trade.
Like hell you have. There is no local drug trade. This place is as clean as a rifle. Go back to Jamrock and ask the local junkies how clean your streets are in Precinct 41 kilos.
We'll do that. In the meantime,
points
did
south.
you know that there's an abandoned lorry at the intersection that was used to move raw ingredients for drugs from Terminal B to Jamrock? The person driving it was present at the hanging. It was one of you. We've connected the footprint. Detective, do you want to deliver the coup de grâce?
Yes.
No, the thunder is his. Leave it to the lieutenant.
No, do the honor. You've earned it.
Thank you. You're right, Titus. There is no local drug trade because it's all controlled by you. You're the drug trade.
That's a mighty interesting theory. I guess that's what you would need to do, theoretically. A big, strong, state-run monopoly would outcompete the runts on the street.
Yeah, man. Theoretically, that's what you would do. To get rid of the gangs, the dealers, even some of the junkies.
Mm-hmm.
You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men to run such a monopoly. For the good of the community, of course.
Yeah, keep telling yourself that. I know for a fact there's still plenty of drugs out there.
No, there aren't. Some little shit and his dad are doing speed. Who fucking who? Stuff's probably from Jamrock.
Whatever you've seen is peanuts. Look at the big picture, man. The place is a paradise. And all thanks to Hardy Boys.
Theoretically, of course. We're just talking politics here. My answer to your drug accusation is, how dare you? Go fuck yourself.
That is the sassiest go fuck yourself I've heard in a long time.
Not quite yet, Mr. Hardy. There were 8 sets of prints on the crime scene. There are only 7 Hardy Boys here.
The 8th Hardy, the one who's missing. She runs the thing, right?
My answer is, fuck off. Mind your own business. There is no 8th Hardy. I run this goddamn scene.
Finally, you got something out of him. This could prove useful in the future.
And here we go. Back to the usual.
The woman sighs.
I know! Fatty walked on all 4s. He's so fucking fat he left 2 sets of footprints.
Go fuck your mom, Dennis.
That's more like it, boys. You heard him. It was Angus on all 4s. Anything else you need to know?
Nope. Uh-huh.
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting your time? What you want is of no significance. Aggressive?
So you were...
Listen.
Fuck.
So ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders. Look, a comedian. Do your job.
Strange. It's as if people don't believe a cop could be a socialist.
I can be a socialist revolutionary. Alright, now I guess I have to go back to her. Maybe I should talk to Kim?
Yes?
No. Okay. What was that in the journal? Joyce. Okay. I'm gonna go back and on the logic suggestion. That's pretty cool. Encyclopedia. I want perception instead. Okay. Quick save. Can I talk to her now?
You're back. Good. What can I
Okay, so I can't talk to her now. Fuck, what did I do? Let's see. Okay. Oh, that's what I should do. That's what I should do. Can I... Oh, I can't hold it?
An intricate web of blue. It still kind of looks like a map of the
Who are you?
stars. Gone. For you to discover. Someone close to the victim might know.
Like, physically close? I guess not.
There it is again. The scent of April. Bitter. Until your heart feels so. Yes. From the height, the sun set. There is. Why are you talking to a The worn map. Your finger moved. Finally.
For a more detailed view of the map,
It's just a racist mug. What's the... Oh boy. Here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed away mug that you dug out of the garbage?
Smug is an example of prejudice.
But it was in the trash.
Bag it. Okay.
What's this?
Oh.
We're getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate, political opinions somewhere in Martinez.
Someone's got to be sane around here.
The air suddenly feels calmer, more transparent in a strangely tender way. Perhaps it's the hangover. Perhaps it's a temporary surge of serotonin. But something tells you it's time to become a citizen of the Kingdom of Conscience.
Where is this Kingdom of Conscience?
It is not a place. It is a moment in time that can only arise in the right circumstances. In all of human history, it's only been achieved a handful of times.
How do you bring about these circumstances?
Incrementally. Yawn. You'd get there faster with a little speed. History's greatest catastrophes have been brought about by people trying to make the world a better place.
Don't do drugs.
Quick. That's the genius of Dolores Day. She recognized that progress is meaningless if its gains are lost because of instability. Real, lasting change can only come about gradually.
I agree.
Increment by increment.
What about the things that are wrong now?
Tisk tisk. Just because you live in the present doesn't mean you have the right to place your needs above the needs of the future. You may never live to see the Kingdom of Conscience. Your children may not. Even your grandchildren might not. But that's no excuse not to keep working. What rationality? What a fucking joke.
Is Kingdom of Conscience really about doing things or just preserving the status quo?
Do you believe the status quo is preferable to chaos and bloodshed?
Yeah.
There you have it. Sometimes holding the line is progress.
Well, okay, but what is it like?
The kingdom is difficult to comprehend, and even more difficult to describe.
Go for it.
Partly because humanity will need to discard many of the categories that define and limit it today. The Kingdom of Conscience is post-capitalist, post-national.
Am I gonna be a Buddhist?
It's also post-industrial, post-ideological, and even post-sexual.
Okay, well, it says Alon Z, so I'm gonna have to pick the Alon Z option. Sounds incredible, Alon Z. Let's go there right now.
Slow down, Mr. Reasonable. Did you miss the part about compromising and taking things slow?
Oh, right. Then let's get there eventually?
That's right. Remember, real democracy is just around the corner for Revachol. When that real democracy kicks in, a long time from now, we are all going to be so much happier.
Okay. That one was Kingdom of Conscience. Heartache is powerful, but democracy is subtle. Incrementally, you begin to notice a change in the weather. When it snows, the flakes are softer when they stick to your worry-worn forehead. When it rains, the rain is warmer. Democracy is coming to the administrative region. The ideals of DeLorean humanism are reinstating themselves. How can they not? These are the ideals of the Coalition and the Moralist International. These guys are signal blue, and they're not only good, they're also powerful. What will it be like once their nuanced plans have been realized? Well, we're working on advanced race theory now, so we'll... No! Stop that.
You're back. Good. Yes, my eyes on
Okay,
the harbor have
fucking
sent word
hate
to that effect. What have you discovered?
Where exactly are these sites located?
It doesn't really matter. And I do apologize for the surveillance.
I hate that it
While
wasn't
Pines can't
highlighted
afford to
because
be
it was
blind
like,
at a
how do I
time
talk
like
to her
this.
again?
In any case, it's a relief to know someone has looked into it. If I may ask, will there be an official investigation? I assume you discovered there is an operation.
If there is an investigation, it will be part of an ongoing operation, subject to confidentiality. I'm sure you understand.
Of course, detectives. In any case, you've held up your end of our arrangement. I trust you with the rest. Now it's my turn.
Here we go!
I wouldn't normally break protocol like this, but the situation demands it. If you don't solve this murder, I'm afraid we may have a bloodbath on our hands.
Can I upgrade right now? Give me my fucking savoir-faire, please. I'm gonna get that jacket.
The words bloodbath sound cold in her mouth. They taste of iron and strawberries.
What was that about a bloodbath?
Yes. I'm afraid this strike may descend into a small-scale civil war.
Yo!
With possible consequences for all of Rivershoal West.
Since you are sharing, ma'am, this is also the RCM's worst-case scenario.
Then we're on the same page. As grim as it may be.
I've already heard about a connection between lynching and strike, but I need your testimony.
I have an indirect role to play, I'm sad to say. My employer experienced a momentary lapse of faith in me. In that moment, they elected to deploy a private military contractor as an insurance measure. They called it my security detail.
A momentary lapse of faith?
They were dispatched after I relayed the union's initial offer.
Uh-huh.
Every worker...
A member of the board. I tried to convince my employer it was simply a piece of rhetoric, or a joke. They did not appreciate the humor.
Do you need a security detail?
Absolutely not. These mercenaries are muscle, pure and simple. They are meant to intimidate the Union into surrendering.
Okay.
Who are they, exactly?
Crenell, an Oronese military company. As far as I know, 3 arrived in Martinez. They report to me sporadically, but they do not answer to me. To be frank, our relationship is deteriorating. They wear ceramic armor, have semi-automatic weapons, and years of combat experience. They also have trauma and stressor disorder, and no idea how to conduct themselves in an urban civilian environment.
PTSD.
So, what happened?
The story is, one of them, the Colonel, I don't know his real name, sexually assaulted a local woman while he was drunk and separated from his unit. This allowed some of the more militant Union members to subdue him.
Interesting.
He was taken out behind the whirling in rags and lynched last Sunday night.
What then?
Nothing. Mr. Clare refuses to let me into the harbour. I have not been able to discuss this matter with anyone there. The remaining 2 Crenell contractors carry out their orders, for now.
For now?
It's a smokescreen. In secret, they are conducting an independent military tribunal into the lynching.
Uh-oh.
Once this investigation is concluded, executions will follow.
Woof!
What is the nature of this so-called investigation?
Whether to execute one, some, or all of the Union militants.
You've made a mess here. I have to say, this is not Disco. Maybe the investigation should team up, share resources and intelligence. Boy, oh boy, is that not good. This is not Disco.
It is very far from Disco. My only hope is that you provide a single, concrete suspect before the mercenaries indiscriminately pick theirs. Simply put...
She grabs hold of the mainsail.
If you don't pin this on someone good, and do it fast, they will identify and execute everyone present at the lynching. This in turn will force the Union to respond.
The Debardeurs have over 2,000 men. It will be 1,000 to 1.
Have you ever seen a Hornet invade a beehive, Lieutenant? It's not pretty.
No, but if they're like the bees I know, they'll just swarm them and heat them to death.
These men work in tandem using semi- and fully automatic firearms. Their armor is virtually impenetrable to muzzle-loaded weapons, even yours. Most Union workers don't have guns at all. As I said, a bloodbath.
I can't see it happen. Too many things would have to go wrong first. Isn't this a pretty bleak scenario? I think the confrontation is never bleak scenario.
Many bleak scenarios have already come true. Nameless, badgeless detective of the citizens' militia. All we can do is keep the rest from going the same way. One single concrete suspect delivered into civil court, and I may be able to defuse this situation.
What can you tell me about Krenel?
Not much. Their public resume is relatively good, as far as private military contractors go. I believe they were once called Downwell. They boast a long list of clients. Saint-Baptiste, Welchman-Lorenz, Eintracht. A warning sign, however. The operations concerned all take place in third or fourth world countries. Guarding facilities, escort missions.
Your typical mercenaries. So, big boss.
Meaning they're used to operating in war zones.
Big boss.
Yes. All the good conflict
Metal
corridors.
Gear. This is a Metal Gear game.
Yesut, the Seminese Islands. Countries that don't have a good record reporting atrocious military conduct on their soil.
Okay, anything else you got on them?
Sadly, no. Before this happened, I had little interest in them. Now that I do, I don't have the resources. If you still have access to the ICP's database, you could run a better background check than I ever could. It may take some time, though.
I think that's what I'm doing already.
Do you know a lot about the inner workings of the RCM and the ICP, man?
In my line of work, it pays to do your research. I was prepared to deal with the RCM. I did not think I'd be dealing with a group like Crenel.
Could you contact the company, tell them to call them off?
I have. And they will. However, these orders take time to reach what is basically a rogue unit out in the field here.
Okay.
Until they do, it's all on us.
You said the deceased assaulted a woman?
Or he didn't. This is information passed on to me from some teenagers loitering around the canal. I cannot testify by it.
Who did the passing on, then?
The remaining contractors. Their tribunal. It's what they believe.
What did these teenagers by the canal say?
That the man was killed because he assaulted a local woman. I've asked around a bit. This seems to be the accepted story around Martinez.
The lieutenant consults his notebook, his eyebrows knitted in concentration.
Odd. We haven't heard any reports about an assault in connection with the lynching. Where did it take place? And when?
Last Sunday night, at the Whirling in Rags, the hostel by the gates. Supposedly, the colonel was drunk, maybe on narcotics too. Either way, he's alleged to have sexually assaulted a woman. Sometime later, a group of dock workers got their hands on him.
And who was this woman?
That's a good question, officer. I don't have the slightest idea. As I said, it's a rumor. About a rumor. In any case, it's what the colonel's remaining colleagues believe.
Okay, so they think he did it.
You meet her soon enough, you feel.
Did you know him?
If you mean did I see him alive, yes. But I did not know him.
His name was...
Lely. His service name. A nom de guerre, most likely. He wouldn't divulge his full name. Only one of them did. A bad sign if there ever was one.
Tell me about the others first.
One is a man. Corty, they call him. A nickname as well. The other a woman. Phyllis DePaul. Corty is the gunner, I believe. DePaul is a radio operator.
What would you say was his eye color? The deceased's?
She closes her eyes, trying to picture the man's face, then shakes her head.
I can't remember.
There's a pang of regret to her voice.
The lieutenant was testing her, asking a small detail first to see if she knew him better than she let on. She passed.
That's all right, man. Anything else? Nationality? What would you say was his age?
He was 40. Or 50. It's hard to say which. He had a combat injury on his lower jaw. It made it difficult to estimate his age, or gauge his facial expressions.
What else? Nationality? Accent?
He was, Occidental, I think. Light brown hair, a mixed accent, Oranese, or Messinian, maybe. His injury gave him an accent all his own.
Okay.
In a way, it was humanizing. He had to learn to speak through it. Through the injury. That's all I know, I guess. I only met him once.
Where are they remaining now?
They've gone to ground, as it were. I don't recommend seeking them out. For one, They're almost certainly armed to the teeth. They don't have the same respect for the Revachol citizens' militia as I do. To put it bluntly, they think you're vigilantes. Ghetto savages. It will not be a fruitful meeting.
We still need to know where they are.
You're likely to run into them eventually. When that happens, I'll be in a better position to mediate if I don't appear involved.
Clothes didn't fit right, didn't pass background check.
One is obviously the
I would have
scout
shit
leader at the Harbour
if
Gates.
I
The
hadn't
one
actually
chanting idiotic
passed
slogans.
that at 97.
He's barely maintaining his disguise.
Yeah.
The other has a vantage point in a building south of the roundabout. They were keeping tabs on you while you were canvassing the lorry
The
drivers.
smoking woman. Well, it must be the goon in ill-fitting work clothes.
That may be so. I still hope you heed my advice. There's no need to kick the hornet's nest.
For all your talk of averting this catastrophe, the situation at the gate is a powder keg. Does this not bother you?
Of course it bothers me, Lieutenant. But my hands are tied. How would my employer react if it appeared I were intervening on behalf of the Union?
Your concern may be appearances. Ours is keeping the peace.
One is probably in a building overlooking the roundabout.
Would afford a good vantage point. In any case, it's practically inaccessible.
Where is your radio for contacting them, if I may ask? Do you have an earpiece?
Heavens no. I'm not an undercover agent. There's a short wave at the ship's wheel.
Another question.
I hope I can answer it better.
How much time do we have?
Until the executions start. Truthfully, I don't know. It depends on their progress identifying the members of the lynch mob and their impatience.
They don't report their progress to you?
Not on this matter. I'm afraid they consider this a personal initiative.
There's a brief silence. Seagulls squawk over the bay.
It's a matter of days, not weeks.
I want to see if she can tell me
I
anything
have an
new.
indirect role. They were dispatched.
Everyone.
A member of absolute.
Who are
This
they?
Cornell.
is... Okay, this
But
is
they
all
were
the same.
So,
The story is, he was taken out nothing. It's a
what is the...
whether to execute one, some, or surely you're joking. If you don't,
The débardeur.
have you ever these men, as I said, a bloodbath. It doesn't have to one single concrete
Okay.
suspect. I am sorry to have been the bearer of bad news. If there is anything else I can help you with, please
Now
ask.
can you tell me about these tattoos?
Of course. Excuse my hesitation before.
She reaches over the guard wire and takes the photo, holding it in her hand.
For about half a minute, in silence.
It was taken with a trigette not long ago. This is the man's upper body. There were no more markings on his hands or legs.
Observe the woman's expression.
Her mouth is relaxed. The accordion lines near her mouth vanish. The pearls of her eyes move slowly on the photo's surface.
What do you think?
Sorry. I was trying to see if I can read the web of interdependencies between these points. The stars.
She points to one on the photo paper.
I can't. But that's how you read this story. The points themselves don't have letters, numbers, anything. Their size, location on the body, and distance from each other tells you what they represent.
Like stars in the sky?
Close. Port cities. This is an Oronese map of the waterways. A sailor's tattoo worn by wayfarers of the Dolorian century. Over 300 years ago. The sailors would mark their bodies to map their travels.
That's pretty cool. What is the use of this map?
The sailor's soul would use it to fly back home if they should die abroad. This is a sort of contraption.
Very cool.
To be reeled back in by. The silver cord, they would call it.
Where is he now?
This one is going nowhere but the morgue. I've spoken to him for now. The soul is fastened inside his corpse. This one has flown quite far by now. I've spoken
That
with
is
him.
precisely what the sailors feared when they drew these maps. A fear of drowning within one's own corpse.
What travels did the dead man make?
Quite a few. Vredefort, the Oronese capital, traditionally stands on the right shoulder. He started somewhere near here, I think.
Okay.
What next?
Then he made his way to the Pretto Grande, through what I think must be the Stutz Canal, an artificial channel through the Occident. From the Plecto, he sailed to the Insulindic Ocean, first to Semni's Islands, then this.
What is that?
Revachol. Those are the two constants. Vredefort on the shoulder, and Revachol in the heart. They started the tradition of these maps right after the discovery of Insulinde, at the dawn of the Inter-Easlary Age.
Hey, hamsters.
You said you can't read it.
I can't. This man was no sailor, and these are no ports. I can understand geographic fragments, but not their meaning.
In Martinez looking into Krenel, he writes in one. Then the man puts down his pen and rubs his temples with both hands. Outside, there is a siren. Distant gunshots on the streets of the Jamrock Quarter.
This man is no brother of mine, but this is his service history.
That makes sense to me. We have no more use for a map of the waterways, just like we don't need sailors the way we used to. This is what the custom would morph into on the Occident. Mercenary tattoos.
Who could tell me more?
His platoon members? The other contractors. Though I do not suggest you go and show them that picture. This man was their friend and comrade.
I need the information.
Do what you have to do, Detective. I don't think deciphering that tattoo should come before public security, but if you should wade into the mob to find out, I couldn't stop you.
We will be careful, ma'am.
That's all for the tattoos.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Yes, my breakthrough is coming!
Advanced race theory. Everything is calm in the eye of the race storm. Your mind is lucid and bright. The mind-bending phylogenetics appear more distant and, to be fair, a little ridiculous. The great race mystery has cleared up. All that's left to do is verbalize your thoughts. Go and talk to Measurehead about your newly found insights.
Bonuses? +1 conceptualization. Nice. Fucking pog. I'm halfway to leveling up again. That's good. But I think that's it for now. We finally made progress. Oh my god. So next time on Disco Elysium, we're gonna go talk to a guy about race, punch a guy in the face, get a coat, maybe do all three. I don't know. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know hamsters. Tune in next time for more Disco Elysium. And until then, I love you. God help me. Bye-bye.